What's up guys, DuArktik here with another Marvel Strike Force video, and in this video we are going to talk about the red stars for Morgan Le Fay and whether you should do it or not. We are going to take a look at the numbers and see if it makes sense to go from 5 red stars and above, or even 6 red stars and above, if it's going to be worth it in terms of cost, in terms of monetary cost as well. And we are also going to talk about the Morgan Le Fay orb, that now you can unlock Morgan Le Fay, and we are also going to take a look at the cost of that. So like always, if you like the information on this video, make sure you share it with your friends on Facebook and Discord. If you're new to my channel, make sure you subscribe for more Marvel Strike Force content, and make sure you smash that like button. Okay, so let's get started. And a few people on my alliance already upgraded to Morgan Le Fay from 5 to 6. And I think the first argument about this is your Morgan Le Fay at 7 yellow stars already? If yes, then you might consider upgrading her to 6, even that you should pay attention to the cost anyway. And if she's not at 7 yellow stars, then I would tell you to greatly consider not doing it. And you also have to remember, to upgrade Morgan Le Fay from 5 yellow stars to 6 yellows, from 5 red stars to 6 red stars and to 7 red stars, you need to spend dark promotion credits. And I think people forgot that Rogue is coming next patch within 1 day, and then her event should be maximum 1 month away, and she's going to be a very important character. Not only for Cosmic Crucible, but also for Arena. She's going to be part of a legendary soup where you'll have Morgan Le Fay, but also Rogue. And you have to remember, only 50 people will get Rogue at 5 red stars for free. Everyone else will have to pay to go from 4 red stars to 5 red stars. So I think people completely forgot about this, and when they made their decision to upgrade Morgan Le Fay, they completely forgot, or they think that throughout this month they will get enough cores that will compensate the next 3 months where you'll have to use Rogue and where Morgan Le Fay will be a part of the team but not the whole team. Okay, so that's the mindset that I want to have. That I want you to have, yes. Don't forget that Rogue is coming. Don't forget that Rogue will also require dark promotion credits, and don't forget that Rogue will also be part of the Arena meta team, especially because she's not a Mystic character. And Morgan Le Fay will be on that team for sure, but the less Mystic characters you have, the better, and Rogue will be there, maybe together with Emma Frost. Okay, so let's talk about what happened yesterday. So yesterday we had this very fancy blog post, and I start to realize something, is that whenever we have one of these surprise blog posts, usually it's not for a good reason. And they mentioned right here that we are getting more gold, you are getting additional 500k gold per week. That's nice, but I don't have enough training materials to spend this gold. I want to make a video about on the training materials problem, which is a huge problem, but the TLDR is that you don't even get enough training materials per day to spend 1 million gold. So I appreciate this, and even if you take a look at the RTA missions, you don't even get enough training materials to spend 500k gold on it. It's just so absurd that training materials is one of the biggest bottlenecks there is. But we are going to talk about this in the video, and I will present to you some solutions. But yeah, thanks for this surprise blog post with the cherry on a very poisonous cake. Okay, so we have this 500 gold, and then they mentioned right here that now we'll have a Pestilence Orb where you'll be able to unlock Morgan Le Fay by spending a lot of money, of course, and then you will be able to upgrade your Morgan Le Fay from 5 red stars to 6 red stars, and then someday you'll upgrade from 6 red stars to 7 red stars. Okay, so let's take a look at the shop. Let's take a look at how much it costs to upgrade Morgan Le Fay. So to upgrade Morgan Le Fay, it requires 3,500, and you can clearly see that they didn't mention this very important detail here. They say that you can upgrade, but how much does it cost? 2,000 dark promotion credits? 3,000? No, 3,500 for the first, from 5 to 6. And then from 6 to 7, it costs 4,500. 4,500, yes. It's just insane. It's just insane, the price tag for Morgan Le Fay at 700 stars, and the cap of dark promotion credits is 5,000. So I guess if you're a whale, if you have all of the other characters at all red stars like Ultimus and so on, maybe it makes sense for you. But once again, did you forget that you also need dark promotion credits for Rogue? Once again, only the top 50 are going to be able to get Rogue at 5 red stars. Everyone else will be able to get it at 4 red stars, and then you have to pay dark promotion credits more than 1,000 in order to get Rogue at 5 red stars. So did people forget about this? Okay, so now that we are aware of the situation, let's take a look at the numbers and see what kind of improvement are we facing compared to what we have to pay. Okay, so as always, you know that I might not have the most detailed the graphics or whatever, but at least I have the easiest to understand. I always make everything easy to understand. So we have Morgan Le Fay here, the character we are talking about, then we have 4 red stars, 5 red stars, 6 red stars, and 7 red stars. And we have the improvement and we have the cost of that improvement. So that's going to be a big deal. So here we have 35%. This is the Morgan Le Fay at 4 red stars. When you go from 4 red stars to 5 red stars, the improvement that you get is... Okay, sorry, I make this so simple that I completely misunderstood how this is supposed to mean. Okay, so when you go from 35% to 50%, you are getting an improvement of 30% in terms of stats. So you are getting 30% additional stats going from 35% to 50%. Okay, so that's nice. But then when you go from 50% to 60%, so this is from 5 red stars to 6 red stars, you are only getting a 17% additional stats. And this is why this is on the yellow. It's something that you should take into consideration, because you are getting a little bit over half of what you were getting before. You are getting a little bit over than half of what you were getting before. So that's considerably low. Then when you go from 60% to 75%, which is from 6 red stars to 7 red stars, then you are getting once again a green color. That means it's positive, because you are getting 20% of additional stats from the previous star to the next star. So as you can see, if this was a graph, you'd be here at 30%, then you'd go lower to 17%, and then you'd go up a little bit. So it's a huge deal. Upgrading from 5 red stars to 6 red stars is not a big deal. But upgrading your Rogue from 4 red stars to 5 red stars, that's going to be a big deal. And once again, if you don't have dark promotion credits after to spend on Rogue, well, too bad for you. And I've seen many content creators spending their red star orbs on these dark promotion credits to get useless characters. After you are complaining, oh, I don't have, oh, my team sucks, my team is not strong enough. If you are spending your normal red stars on these dark promotion credits, then you'll have to spend all kinds of silver promotion credits and gold promotion credits on the newest characters, on the normal characters. So have you thought about that? Are you going to compromise several teams just to upgrade one character? I would not do that. And now that we took a look at the value, once again, we go from 30% increase of stats to only 17%, and then at 7 red stars, we have increase of 20%, a little bit better, but it's not amazing. But compare this to the cost. So the cost from 600 dark promotion credits to 1,200 dark promotion credits, that's a 100% increase. You are paying double of what you were paying before. Once again, this is for 30% increase. Then from the 1,200 to 3,500, you are going to pay 200%. So you're not paying double, you are paying 4 times what you were getting before. 4 times what you were getting before. And finally, going from 6 red stars to 7 red stars on Morgan Le Fay, you go from 350,000 to 450,000. And if you take a look at this is only a 30% increase on the price, so it's not a big deal. Well, you should not compare those two. You have to compare the 450,000 with what you paid down here on the 50%, the 1,200. And then if you take a look at the increase, it's almost 400%. That means you are paying 8 times what you paid down here, and you got 30%. And here you are getting 20%, so it's a huge deal. You are paying 8 times what you paid before. Is this worth it? Is it worth it, the 20% additional stats? Well, if you take a look at the stats that we gained when we went from gear tier 13 to gear tier 14, when we went from gear tier 14 to gear tier 15, and when we went from gear tier 15 to gear tier 16, you always get more than 20% increase of the stats. Is always 25 up to 30% depending on the characters. Some characters, they get over 30% of additional stats. So you are paying huge, really huge for a 20% increase. Is it worth it? I'm not sure if it is, because when we compare the stats, some people already upgraded their Morgan Le Fay from 5 red stars to 6 red stars, and if you pay attention to the focus is increased only by 1,000, and she already has a focus of 24,000. So that means, in terms of focus, which is what matters the most in Arena, it's only a 5% increase. So it's not even 17%, it's only 5% increase. And you are wasting tons and tons of money or resources on Scopely money or whatever just for a 5% increase. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Don't do it. Okay, I don't want to make this video too long, but the conclusion is that it's not worth it. You are better off saving your Dark Promotion credits to invest on Rogue than spending 3,500 to invest on Morgan Le Fay right now. Once again, you don't ever add 7 yellow stars, and the increase in focus is less than 5%, is actually 4 point something, so it's not going to matter. And this is what you have to take into consideration. Once again, investing on Rogue early on, it's going to pay you off for 3 months. And investing on Morgan Le Fay, this huge amount, is going only to help you for 1 month max until Rogue arrives. Then the value of Morgan Le Fay is going to lower a lot more, because you'll have less Mystic characters on the arena. So it's not even going, like, there is no way that these 3,500 Dark Promotion credits are worth any kind of cores. You can get thousands of cores for this amount, so it's completely not worth it. It's completely absurd. Okay, so just to finish off the video, let's talk about the Pestilence Orb, and I opened one just to see what happens. So Pestilence Orb right here, you have a small chance of getting Morgan Le Fay, and this is completely rigged. So on the left side you are getting 1 to 3 shards, and on the center you're also getting 1 to 3 shards. But if you take a look at the percentage, you have 3% chance of getting 3 shards on the left side and on the center. Big yikes. And then on the right side, then you have the mystery drop, the jackpot and whatever. You have under 5% chance of getting one of these 5 characters. So this 5% chance, you have to divide it by 5. That means you actually have, you don't even have 5% chance. So let me forget about that. You have even lower chance of getting Morgan Le Fay. So it's not 1% chance, you actually have 0.5% chance of getting Morgan Le Fay, 100 shards for her. And the chance of getting the other characters, I mean, if you get Agatha or Strange Supreme or Wong, it's not so bad, but remember, this is 1% chance. And In terms of the other chances, 20 shards, 50 shards for Morgan Le Fay, you have to remember it's very, very low percentage of doing this. So if you want to really focus on getting Morgan Le Fay, you have to do multiple drops of this. So the minimum amount possible is 2 shards. So if you have to open these multiple times, how much do you have to pay? So if you take a look at the orbs, if they are still here. So where are the orbs? Morgan Le Fay orbs, where are you? Pestilence. Did they remove it? Okay, so here it is. So for 2 orbs you are paying $15, and this is why they had to close the store for 2 hours, because the first Pestilence orb, it costed $3, and now it costs $7 each orb. So you are paying $15 for 2 orbs, $7 each. That means you'll have to spend $350 to unlock a Morgan Le Fay. Is that going to be worth it? In my opinion, no character is worth $350, especially to just unlock it. In my opinion, the best character should cost $25 and the other characters should cost $12 or $10, and they would sell a lot more. They would make a lot more money this way, but they don't understand this. Especially when we are on an environment of FOMO, people will be a lot more likely to buy these offers and participate in the FOMO than buying so expensive offers. Both have FOMO, but the ones that have a lower price tag, it will motivate more people to participate in the FOMO. But yeah, we have scientists over there at Scopely and in many other companies, like we have seen in Diablo Immortal and whatever. But yeah, it's definitely not worth it to buy this trash. Very, very low percentage rate. I have seen a few people that open only 1 orb and they got 100 shards for Morgan Le Fay. Congratulations. But it's not going to be the case for most people. You are going to spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars on this, and you'll not be able to get anything. And you cannot even do anything about it. You can only purchase it twice. And I think that was the problem with the other orb. Not only it was a lot cheaper, you could buy it multiple times, so that's why they had to close the store. And there you go. So yeah, that's the conclusion of the video. Definitely not worth to buy the red stars for Morgan Le Fay, especially if you don't have it at 7 yellow stars, and especially if you don't have like 5,000 dark promotion credits today to give you enough for a rogue and also for Morgan Le Fay. And you also have to remember, there are so many new characters coming. All of them are necessary for the new Scourges events, the new Asgardians, the Unlimited X-Men and so on, and you need basic red star orbs in order to obtain that. Or are you going to pay for elite orbs? I mean, if you have the money to buy elite 4s at $10 minimum a pop, that's up to you, good for you. If you don't, then don't do this, don't be retarded. Buying these, wasting red star orbs on dark promotion credits is being retarded, especially when we see how much the price increases, going from 5 red stars to 6 red stars, and the fact that you are only getting a 17% increase in stats. Okay guys, so that's going to be the video. I hope you guys enjoy it. If you had any problems, scroll back, take a look at the spreadsheet once again and check the numbers. It's definitely not worth it investing on Morgan Le Fay. Once again, as soon as Rogue will be available, she'll be part of the arena meta, so the light will not shine all over Morgan Le Fay. One part of that is going to be on Rogue, and once again, only 50 people will obtain a Rogue at 5 red stars. So you need at least 1,200 dark promotion credits to invest on Rogue, and Rogue is definitely going to be extremely important on the arena meta going forward. So yeah guys, that's going to be the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you smash that like button, and if you found the information helpful, make sure you share it with your friends on Facebook and Discord. If you're new to my channel, make sure you subscribe for more Marvel Strike Force content, and I will catch you guys later.